name is Carol O'Reilly, and I'm the CEO of the Greater Moncton Chamber of Commerce. Around 2008, I had started having chest pains, pain down my arm, but at that time I was extremely fit. I had been running half marathons. Now, don't be too impressed. I was like third last of anyone who ran, but at least I say I ran. Into the hospital, I do well on all the tests, and then after being there maybe a week or so, I would go back home. So that was in November of 2008. Same thing, ironically, in 2009 in November, went through the same process. Again, nothing showed, and the cardiologists at the Moncton Hospital did as much as they could do. Like there was nothing else that they could do. And I knew something was wrong, but I didn't want to face the fact that something was wrong. I woke up one morning and had this massive pain on my side, and it was a heart attack. I had an uncle who died at the same time I had my heart attack. I was 51 at the time. And I also had a cousin who in his 40s had a heart attack and has since had a heart transplant. There's been great strides made in the medical field, but there's certainly great strides that we as individuals can make in our own lives. I think the big thing is finding that thing that when you go for a walk or you go for a swim or you go to a yoga class, something that makes you feel really good about yourself. I know I go through phases where I'm probably not exercising enough, I'm not taking enough time for myself, and I know when I get in that mode that I'm not sleeping as well. And so now what I do is I have two dogs, two Labradors, who love to be outside. So I take them out for walks, and I make it a point to take them out. And so I've been trying to leave work like around 5 before it's dark to get them down to a park or whatever. And I also make sure I'm getting enough sleep and that sort of thing. When my son turned 16, we went to London and Paris, and it was a magical trip. Something that, if my accountant, if I had one, probably would have said, don't do it. But we had a great, great time. And I had always wanted to take some courses at Harvard. And I thought again, the accountant, if I had one, wouldn't have said, way to you go, girl. But I did go, and it was awesome. And I really think that those two things that I did really changed the direction of my life, because after I took those courses, I had my own business for many years. I still was trudging along in my business, and then probably 6 months later, I was working at the Chamber. I think it makes you realize that life is fragile and things can change very quickly. So if there's something that you want to do that's, going to sort of make sense, my opinion is go ahead and do it. You won't regret it.